What's up, Dragon Brood? Try it again. What's up, Dragon Brood? We have a real banger for you today. Like this, I'm not even exaggerating. There were several games that felt like I was playing the ladder on autopilot for a bunch of stuff. Like we just ran through things, like all types of different decks, even on our bad draws. And this Temur Aggro deck was very, very good. So not anything that's, I would say, like world changing, whatever, but it's just the right combination of cards to get the job done. So if you're looking for something a little different, you're probably going to like this video. Let's go get into it. Now, as always, don't forget, if you need to get anything to protect your nerd stuff, go check out shop.ultrapro.com. They have all types of sweet supplies, but they also have stuff for Pokemon, for D&D, portfolios. They've got plushies, they've got dice. So go check out all that stuff over there because they take care of me, so we should take care of them. All right, so you're going to look at this and be like, nah, this isn't really a Temur deck, whatever. It's really just a Gruul deck with blue in it. Like, you know what? It is what it is. It plays 3 colors, and that third color is very, very important. So we're going to go ahead and talk about these 4 Jaspera Sentinels. Y'all know what this does. It makes extra mana. It does have reach, which is also really important, so don't undersell that. We have 4 Dragon's Fire because we are playing some dragons. So being able to take down things with 4 toughness is a big deal, especially against the mono green decks when they've got Uvenwald Oddity, they've got Old Growth Troll, right? Being able to hit stuff for 4 is really big. Magda, this is making us extra treasure, goes well with Jaspera Sentinel, and occasionally we will actually get to use Magda's ability to go fish out a dragon, but not often. Now we do have Prosperous Innkeeper as well, so that's another way we're generating treasure, smoothing out our mana. Love that. Then we have 2 Ranger class. I wanted to play more Ranger class, but honestly, we had to give room somewhere. I do like this because we have a limited number of ways to replenish our hand, so being able to play creatures off the top of our library is pretty good when we have so many of them in the deck. Now this is the reason we're playing blue, and I put this in a green deck a while ago, and some people felt how they're going to feel some kind of way about it or whatever, but it helped. And here, this card is spectacular. It allows us to counter all types of things, say like they're going to meat hook for 3, or maybe your opponent wants to use a Doomscar on turn 3 or turn 4, right? Because of the way the deck's built and we're generating all this mana and this treasure, like we have ways to still play stuff and leave 2 mana open. This also is great against the mono white decks, right? If you want to get rid of that Brutal Cathar or Thalia or whatever, right? You can do that too. So it's not dead in any matchup, and that's the biggest thing, right? It's the flexibility of this card that makes it good. And honestly, the more I think about this card, it's probably criminally underplayed right now in the format, in the creature decks. So if you're playing green, it's very easy to splash this into deck lists right now with the mana that we have available, whether that be from spells or multi-lands. So really consider this card. It is really, really good right now. But continuing with the list, we have 2 Reckless Stormseekers because we wanted some more haste stuff, and it's one of the few things I could squeeze in there at 3 mana. Moonveil Regent. And I know people always seem split on, what dragons they want to play or whatever, because we have a ton that costs 4 mana for 4/4s or whatever, and we're about to get another one in Kamigawa. But the reason I want this in here is we do actually have gold spells, so we can get 2 cards. It does do incidental damage, which isn't bad. It only costs 4, which does matter. And honestly, I wanted another flyer, and this one fit the bill, especially since it's only 1 red mana in the cost, which is nice. So it does a few things in here that we like, and we don't have, again, we talked about it a second ago, we don't have that many ways to draw cards or replenish our hand, so this could really help with that in the later stages of the game. We're playing 3 Eska's Chariot. It's arguable, maybe it should be 4, I don't know. We have a lot of ways to just get stuff out, so I don't know. But we're going to be playing 3 Eska's Chariots in this one. We have 3 Helana and Elena, and this card, like, it's hard not to play at least 3 of this thing. I tried to cut it down to 2, but this card is so, so good. I mean, even if you play like Moonveil Regent after this, like that's a powerful play. Like just getting a Chariot out after it, attacking with a 6/6 Chariot, like that's a thing. Hell, playing this after a Chariot is what I'm really meaning to say, but even then, that's still a powerful play. Like it just opens the door for so many things to happen, and it happens to have reach for no damn good reason. It just does. Also plays well with Ranger class. But then we also are playing Goldspan Dragons, because if we get our best draw, getting Sentinel into Magda into Dragon, that's one of the best things we can do, and it sets you up very good for the rest of the game. So that's super strong. And then, of course, Rin and 7, which works well with Eska's Chariot, you know, making the token, copying the token, or even just playing this after an Halan and Alena, so you can just make the token attack with haste. So you're usually attacking with like a 6/6 or an 8/8. Like, that's really powerful. So just lots of things in this deck that work well together and allow you to still not have to worry if you get something like a Decisive Denial where you can just sit behind the right cards. But yeah, good base of spells there. As far as our lands, we're playing 3 Shatter Skull Smashing, 2 Den of the Bugbear, 1 Mountain, 4 Forest, 2 Lair of the Hydra, 4 of each pathway. So we're not playing a ton of blue mana, but we have 8 blue lands, and we have effectively Jasperis, Sentinel, Magda, and Prosperous Innkeeper that can all help us get there. Technically, I guess Goldspan Dragon as well later in the game. So we have a lot of ways to get the blue mana. We shouldn't have a problem casting Decisive Denial. But you know what? The games will tell us one way or the other. But as always, we're going to play the games. At the end of the games, we will talk about what we would change or update, and then we'll have a card spotlight for you. It looks a little bit scary, but we'll keep it. I think we can trust the process on this one. We'll probably, I mean, obviously, unless we draw something else, we'll just play Magda here. Probably try to shoot down the opposing blocker, hopefully generate a treasure, and then we'll just see what happens after that. There's a lot of, like, what ifs in this scenario. I think I'm okay just playing one of these Crag Crown pathways on red on turn 1. But, I don't know, at the same time, like, do we need to let them know we have red yet? So let's just do this. I mean, they'll see it on turn 2, but you never know. Sometimes just concealing information in various ways can be good and important. Alright. Okay, this isn't bad, because this gives us enough treasure that we can set up Goldspan Dragon, we can set up that, like... So we have options. Let's go ahead and put this on red. Let's go ahead and kill us a Thalia. Guess it doesn't matter. We'll just decline. We're just going to deal 3 to her. And then we're going to attack. So next turn we can play Goldspan if we need to. Also, if we generate that treasure, we'll have access to Decisive Denial, so even if they play... Oh, dang it. They're going to take our Goldspan Dragon. How sad. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. If they do that, we get Moonveil Regent. But this can be removed by Apparition. The other one can't. Oh, now that's somewhat appealing. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'd be able to Goldspan next turn, maybe, if we want to. Alright, let's see if they want to trade. I mean, I assume they do, because they don't want us to keep getting mana to get to our Goldspan Dragon, but what do I know? Alright, works for me. We will take 3, because we want to keep our treasure. Also gives us access to... Decisive Denial if we want it. Alright, and here comes the first exile thing. Okay, here's an interesting thing. If we keep this, we can deal... Oh, we'd have to deal 4. But if we cast the Decisive Denial, we will get 2 new cards. But then we won't be able to cast our Goldspan Dragon. I mean, technically, we could cast it next turn. You know what? I'm going to go for this. I think this is what we want to do. I get 2 cards. One of those is probably a land. I have a land in hand. We'll take the action. Alright, that's an acceptable replacement. I will take that. That is more than reasonable. Ooh, though that makes us not want to get rid of the cards in our hand, because these are both very good here. Decline. Alright, cool. Opponent gave up. Oh boy. We get to go first. Well, I guess we're putting these on green and red then, huh? Aren't we? Let's keep it. I think the only thing I really have to decide is if I'm going to play Innkeeper or Magda first. I feel like if I get a land, it's for sure Innkeeper, because then I'll be able to go to 4 mana on turn 3 and can consider the Moonveil Regent. Alright, we did get the land, so I guess that's the way we're going to go. I mean, it does also give us the option if we want to do like Magda plus Ranger class or something or whatever. They could also just play Thalia here and we just have to kill it. That's worth killing too, though, I think. Oh, well now, hold up. We're a little incentivized to wait on this, possibly. Dang it. Only downside is they get an apparition, then we have to kill the apparition, and that becomes a lot less exciting. I don't want to necessarily blow up all my stuff yet, so I'm going to put this on blue. And then, I think just pass. And we'll just see what happens here. Now, if they do play Thalia here, we'll have to use this with Thalia on the stack or whatever to kill the apparition. Otherwise, this would cost 4 and I'd have to use my treasure, and that would be bad. So we don't like that. Speaking of which, like sometimes you just know. Alright, that worked out. We got rewarded for our patience. Alright, attacking. And do I want to use that for this? Probably not. Actually, yeah, just end the turn. They have a Thalia anyway. If I'm going to do anything, I'd be better off playing the Ranger class. But can't while Thalia's out, obviously. Not with Thalia and the Paladin class. Alright, you are not going to like the look of this hand. just letting you know, opponent. Yep, let's draw a land. That's what we want. So then I could just play this without having to worry about anything. And then, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'd have 8 to spend this turn if we wanted to. Yeah, alright. Let's attack. Ooh, opponent's just gonna take it. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Because it's basically free. And then we'll play this. And end the turn. Alright. Starting to pile up their mana here. Could be another Spellbinder. But if so, it is. You know, what are we going to do about it? I mean, the good news is we have enough creatures that we're not totally worried about Thalia stuff. I think here their play might just be pump Paladin class so they can kill one of our dragons. My opponent's just saying GG. They have no way out, I guess. Okay, then the Bugbear and Lair of the Hydra, huh? Alright, well, we'll keep it and hope we get a fancy 2-mana thing. Preferably a Magda would be great. So it's like that, I see. Alright, well, no point in messing around. We did not get our fast start, which is unfortunate because you kind of want that against this particular deck. Yeah, exactly. They're trying to mill us. We only lost the dragon, though, of any real consequence, so that's good, I guess. Downside is we're not doing much with this, so I'm just going to go ahead and activate it for 1. And just get our damage in where we can. It kind of sucks, but it's what we drew. Our top of our deck was pretty weak, though. There was a Magda that we weren't going to do much with, and then just a Moonveil Regent. So getting this Alana and Elena down is going to be kind of nice. Alright, a Galvanic iteration, which they're not going to get to use. It's just going to go to the graveyard, which they could always flash back, so it doesn't matter. Fading Hope, show, why not? That is a neat one. I think we just go ahead and do this while it's harder for them to counter it. Now, admittedly, they can just shoot it, which they probably will. But can't do anything about it if they do. Alright, looks like they're going to go digging for a removal card, if they don't already have it. I'm assuming they have mana. Man, they got a blue land, so I guess it has to be a bounce spell for old Helena and Elena. Sure. Works for us. We'll put this one on blue. So if we do get one of those lovely counters, we can use it. Alright, getting in there. Trying to survive the mill deck. We'll see. Next turn, they're going to be able to start copying some things, so it's going to be a bit tough. The good news is we do have several things that cost 4 and 5 cost that are still in the deck, so not like that, though. We just lost several of them. So that does hurt. That's a legit problem. Alright, opponent wants to Fading Hope again. Putting something on the bottom. These are not going to do anything in this fight, so we're going to play this. Because it does generate more damage. I should have done this first. I mean, life total isn't going to matter here, though. I mean, it's largely irrelevant. Treasure there could matter, because then we could use Den of the Bugbear if something goes sideways here, I suppose. I mean, I guess now we have treasure to kill a crab if it shows up. Can't quite kill the opponent with our creature lands if they sweep our board, but we're close. Consuming Tide. Each player returns all non-land permanents they control, blah, blah, blah. Choose... Return all non-land permanents not... Oh, we choose one. Alright, yeah, we'll keep Helena and Elena, obviously. It's our best thing. Now, if we would have gotten a land, I would have activated it and then attacked with the Den of the Bugbear. But I think we do this. So that gets us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get 7 damage in. Not quite enough. I guess if... Ooh, you know, if I'd have done that, it'd have been 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I missed lethal. I would have had Xaxes attacking with Den of the Bugbear. Ooh, that sucks. Well, if we die now, it's my own fault. I had a chance. I mean, I guess I could have had Fading Hope here or something too, though. Let's be honest. There's no telling. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if they get us, they get us. Because I definitely could have won this turn and missed it. Unless my math's bad. Yeah, we would have had exactly 8. Alright. Well, that's what I get. Should have stopped and played a little bit slower, but this might still get us there. We've got 31 cards left, so yeah. Even copying Atasha's Hideous Laughter probably wouldn't have killed us. Nah, we got 20 cards left. Good thing we can play expensive stuff. GG's, opponent. Ew, gross. Got a mulligan this one. This could turn out okay. Let's keep this. I got to get rid of one of these, unfortunately. Now, the interesting thing here is, if we play... Alright, I guess... yeah, we just put this on blue. And then we actually need to not attack, because that gives us a chance to use Decisive Denial, possibly. Now, depending on what they play, we might just want to try to play Halana and Elena next turn. This being an example, but... okay. Alright, that does let us retain some treasure, which is good, because we can still have access to Ren and 7 later. We could Ren and 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if they kill that, then we have no defense, and it's only going to be a 3-3. So we don't like that nearly as much. Let's go with this, and I think I want to hold that treasure. And let's just play Halana and Elena. And we'll just put counters. Oh, well, that was it. Alright, keeping it. Alright. Looks like we're kind of on the similar trajectory as last game. Actually, this is a little bit better, because now we can do this. And I don't want to use the treasure for that, so let's just do this. Only doing this because it sets up a few other options for next turn. Not many, though. But we'll have access to 5 mana still if we want it. Ah, another Quandrix thing on the other side of the table. So, what do we want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4... I mean, we could do that, still leave mana up for Decisive Denial if we wanted to. So I kind of like that, actually. Let's do that. And then the other thing I like is that if we don't end up using Decisive Denial here, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, if we use it here, great. If we don't, great. But then it leaves us the ability to play Moonveil Regent and still have Decisive Denial up next turn, which we like. Ooh, and we get to turn that to nighttime. I feel like cheating. Oh, this is good too. My goodness. All right, hold on. So we play Magda. We could get 1, 2 out of that. 3, 4. Nah, we wouldn't be able to do that. So I think I just want to go here. Tap this. Play this. And then we're only going to attack with our Moonveil Regent. Oh, opponent wants to Fading Hope a thing. Well, this is what we saved the mana for, so let's counter that. And this is a little bit of a greedy counter. I should be saving this for something else, but I'm going all in on the greed factor. So, just saying. Tap that. And we will take the action, as much as Magda would be cool here. Alright. Found a land. Cool. We will put this into play tapped. We will attack for 6. Alright, opponent. It's on you. Field trip, sure. I mean, we might just attack with everything next turn if I can get none. Actually, I guess I could just tap my Sparrow Sentinels. Ooh, that's good too. Dang, the deck just keeps giving. Wow. Man, this deck's a banger, y'all, for real. Oh, I should have played my land first. Yeah, we'll take the action though. Hell, let's go find more stuff. Oh, the deck replaced it anyway. Look at that. The deck's not even letting me make bad decisions. It's amazing. We'll tap this and this. Actually, you know what? Let's just tap that and a land. Let's cancel that. Yeah, we gotta tap that anyway. Let's do that. This. We'll tap this. We'll activate this. We will go to the next step. We will give this haste. We will attack with Air Body. We'll put the counter over here so the opponent doesn't have any good blocks. Alright. They are at 3. I don't know how they recover from this, but I'd love to see it. Druid class will get them some life. Another Druid class will get them some life. And then they just die. Alright, cool. We'll keep it. I mean, we seem to get all of our colors pretty easily in most cases. Alright. If this is the type of deck we think it is, could be a real test. Let's just do that and pass. Probably get down to Magda that likely won't live, but, you know, what are we going to do about it otherwise? At least they won't take the treasure, right? Oh, they don't have a way to sacrifice their duder. Oh, look at there. Sometimes you think you know, and then we don't know squat. Ooh, wedding announcement. Okay, so we're going to be grinding this out the hard way. Ooh, so we let Magda die? Huh. What do we do here? We definitely want to get one more land. That is for certain. But we do have the option to play Chariot, then Magda, and then Magda can crew the Chariot and make more duders. I mean, that is a real option. If we get a land, we'd be able to Magda and Decisive Denial. I guess I like that. That's fine. Unfortunately, they're going to get treasure here, which we don't love, but meh. This is kind of our only out, unfortunately. So if they just play their Loth here, they play their Loth, and we just have to figure it out. I mean, not a lot we could do. I mean, the other options were like try to play Helana and Elena or something. But I didn't think that would go over too well. Okay, it's just a welcoming vampire, so that's kind of good news. That's actually much better news. Alright, so now if we get a land, we can kind of force the opponent's hand because we'd be able to play Helana and Elena, then use those to crew the Chariot, and then we could force the opponent to block in ways they don't want to, which is always awesome. Okay, we did get the land. Actually, you know, this is actually a little bit of a different scenario, right? Maybe we do want Magda, and then we leave up Decisive Denial, because that could then let us play Dragon next turn, and that might be worth more. There's a lot of ways for this to go. I mean, we could also Magda, attack with Chariot, Dragon's Fire their welcoming vampire. I mean, that's a real thing. Oh, boy. I mean, I don't love that they're going to get cards here. But I think this is worth more to us just holding on to it. Now, depending on how they block here, I mean, this could lead to something else. So we'll see. Because, like, if they throw Vampire plus 2 creatures in front of the Chariot, then I guess we go ahead and just Dragon's Fire the Vampire. Yeah, I think that's what they're debating. Are they just going to try to kill the Chariot here or not? I'd be willing to tap out some mana to kill the Vampire and keep the Chariot alive. I'm okay with that, especially since I know next turn... well, I'd have to use my treasure, though. I guess if I was going to leave shields down, I guess I'd just use the Decisive Denial to make sure I could play the Dragon after some sweeper or some such. But ended up not being the case. Opponent went a different direction. Oh, another vampire. Ugh. Ugh. Dang it. We're going to have to give them 2 cards here that are going to get bonuses. Alright, that comes into play. I mean... what do we do here? What do we do here? Alright, we take 2 from that one. I'm just thinking here, alright. There is a world where if we were to draw a land, we could play Dragon and play Halana and Alena, which would be spectacular. I'm gonna waste this Decisive Denial. I think I want to. I don't think we have very many outs to kind of clear the way the rest of the way here. Okay, we found a land, but unfortunately it's going to require us to use a treasure. So we didn't get the red land we needed. That's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. But we do actually still have Dragon's Fire, which is pretty hot here. So let's not get too discouraged just yet. We can do this. And then we cast this. Still leaves us 3. Would leave us, yeah, just a little short of where we want to be. And then we attack with everything. Copy one of them. Alright, double blocking. Exactly, smart block, opponent. Smart block. That's the way you do it. Do we want to kill 3 tokens or 2 tokens? Because I feel like, since we're not going to save the chariot, we might just kill a vampire. But, yeah, that seems fine. I'm mostly good with that. Like, not in love with it, but mostly good with it. I mean, if they have a sweeper or something here, we'll see it now, I suppose. They don't have it. Oh, they're attacking here for 3. I mean, I'm going to assume they're going to try to just sweep the board and then bring something back, right? It's got to be the play here. Meat hook for a full 4. Alright. Cool. We'll just find something to go with our Halana and Alena. That's going to be the trick here. That is not it. I'm getting punished for being greedy earlier. As I should. I might even have just was probably supposed to hold that Halana and Alena until I found another creature, truthfully. But they do have Hive of the Eye Tyrants here. Which looks like they're going to activate one. Nope, they're just going to play a Sorin.
Consider yourself fortunate, our
seems fine. Alright. They can't activate a Hive here. So that's good. And if they have Vanishing Verse, it doesn't target Halana and Alena. So that's the other good news. Downside is this doesn't really kill one of those right now. Which makes us very sad. Put counters on that. No attacks. However, we will go ahead and just kill this duder.
Without me, we're all
in the turn. Alright. You got all the mana in the world, opponent. What you gonna do to us? Another meat hook. For 3. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to resolve anyway. Let's see what else they do. Alright, might as well kill that. In case we get a hasty thing. Come on, haste creature. Big money. Oh, that's not it. Alright, I guess it's good news is we saved all this mana.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must
1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it'd be one short. Oh, nope. Actually, now we can just kill their thing. Alright. That makes this decision easier, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we just do 6? We'll just... I mean... I guess maybe we do 6. What else are we going to do with this treasure? Our hand's empty. Whatever. Oh, too much. Alright, there we go.
Darkness, I return.
I'm really just waiting on them to blood on the snow here, right? Because now I kind of have to get dragons or reckless Stormseekers or some such. And Stormseekers aren't really enough because they have the Hive of the Eye Tyrants. So we need more than that. Yep, here they come. These will get us dead. Alright, opponent sees it. We're not going to be able to get them down to 16 in enough time. I think I'm going to keep this one. I mean, if our Sentinel lives, we get Sentinel with, like, backup Decisive Denial, which isn't, like, a lot, but it's something. Alright, that gives us a little room to mess around with. I mean, do we just chariot into nothing next turn? Is that our plan here? Chariot, hope to play a dragon? I don't know where we're going to be at here. Crush the weak. Well, this is kind of why we hold on to these types of cards. Alright, well, that gave us everything we wanted. This is why we kept the hand. Alright, opponent, where you at? You got another Crush the Weak? I mean, they might. I don't know. That'd be a real card for them to have. If it's not, though, we're going to play a big dragon next turn. Though they could also, like, Meat Hook here if they had another black mana. That would be reasonable. Or they could just slow roll this because they don't have anything. Nope. Geist Flame. It's funny. The Geist Flame Reservoir, I've had some people ask me to put that into a deck lately. It's usually just way too slow, honestly. And here it's going to prove to be way too slow, I think, as well. But, hey, to each their own. Pay 3 life. We're going to dragon up. Tap one of these. We're going to activate this. And then we're going to attack for 8. Now, admittedly, if they get a sweeper, it's still legit. I mean, we do have a hasty dragon in hand, though. So we'll see what's up. They would gain a lot of life here. Okay, there's a burn down the house. That's a thing. Oh, well, I'm just going to go with Chariot here so I don't use the treasure up. We'll keep this one. And this is mostly just keeping pressure moving forward. Because now with the opponent at 8, we can go dragon, potentially, because the dragon generates another treasure. And that might get us where we want to go, but we'll see. Alright, Inspiration. Sure. Kill one of the duders. Kill another one of the duders. This is exciting. Let's do this. Actually, no. Who am I kidding? Well, burn down the house hits planeswalkers too, doesn't it? Huh. Nope, I gotta do this, because I can still play the Wrenn and 7 afterwards. Because I'll generate more treasure again. And we get to attack for 6 here anyway. I mean, I guess technically I could have used the dragon to attack with the chariot. The chariot would have generated another body, so that's a little bit better. But then I also don't get the treasure from attacking, so there's that. Kind of have to pick which way we wanted. What was more important to us. Yeah, this is just what I'm saying, though. The Guy's Flame Reservoir is just, it's too slow, y'all. Like, yeah, opponents at 2. There's generally nothing here for them. Yeah. Okay, we're going to keep this one and hope to get lucky. We don't have to need to get very lucky, just a little bit lucky. This opens up a lot of options, because now we could also draw Decisive Denial, and that would be helpful too. But if not, we still have access to this, which actually looks like we're going to have something to kill with that. Oh, man. But we kind of want to... I mean, I guess we could still do what we want to do. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. We'll pass. Probably could have tried to just kill that outright there, but... Well, that's a thing. Guess it's a good thing we're playing these cards. Target that. Auto pay. Oh boy, okay, good to know that's a thing. We learned something today, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and get this duder down. Now this could get hit with an exile effect, you know, Vanishing Verse or some such. Ooh, they have green mana too, so they're doing straight up dungeons here. We are not that worried about old Toski, let me tell you. Barely gets us moving on our radar. So what we're going to do here is... I was just thinking I want a Halana and Elena here. But I could Halana and Elena later. I'm a little concerned the opponent's playing some type of sweeper here. I'm not going to lie to you. It's got me a little messed up. Alright, I'm going to put this there. We're going to do this, and we're just going to get in for a bunch with the dragon. Decline to take our extra cards here. And yeah, we're just going to attack. I mean, if the opponent wants to kill her Lana and Elena just to get a point in and then whatever, fine. I mean, we dealt 13 there. We've got 10, 11, 12 potentially next turn. And we have a creature land. I feel okay about this. Yeah, alright. This is an easy mulligan. This is a lot better. Keep it, and... Wow, this is actually pretty difficult. Oh boy. I guess get rid of Shatterskull Smashing? I don't even know what I'm hoping to draw. Maybe land, so I could Halana. Yeah, I don't know. This is, huh? I'm a little messed up here. I mean, for sure, we're gonna play Innkeeper. I'm just not sure what we want to do after that. All right. Got to do that, so if we have to put this on green, we can do that later. Man, how badly do we want a chariot here? Ooh, where were you a while ago? This raises some questions. I guess it's got to be Halana and Elena. You know, like, if you've got removal cards, let's just hope they're Vanishing Verses. You know, that's kind of where we're at. Let's hope it's a Vanishing Verse. No attack. If it's not a Vanishing Verse, then, you know, whatever. Okay, wedding announcement. All right. Ooh. Really? Alright. We'll block here. Opponent might have forgot we had reach. But we're doing big kid things over here. Alright. This is the less exciting of the things we can do. Do we want to attack with Innkeeper? Yeah, just Innkeeper. Okay, now we got some things we could do next turn. Because I think we're going to Ren in 7 and then try to roll into Goldspan Dragon. I think it's going to be our game plan. And then we get to make a 7/7 because it'll be 5 plus 2 from Helana Lena, assuming they live. So now this is whenever they get a token creatures are +1/+1, right? Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control dies, blah, blah, blah. Sure, we're into it. Why not? Sure. Oh, I thought they had another mana open for some reason. Oh, well. Matters not, really. Let's do what we're going to do. Yeah, because I could have got away just blocking with the Jaspera Sentinel last turn, and I didn't. So that was just lazy play. But we'll see what's up. Yeah, playing lazy, definitely coming back to bite me in the butt. Totally my fault. Should be much further ahead in this game than I am. Ooh, that's nice, though. That is real nice. Alright, let's go ahead and Ren in 7. Decisive Denial does open things up quite a bit.
The entire forest is an army.
Do we even really care that they want to come after Ren in 7? Probably not. We'll just say if you want it, come and get it, opponent. You want a Fateful Absence or Ren in 7? Sure, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to fight over that card. That's totally reasonable. Yep. That I'm somewhat willing to fight over, but still not enough. Alright, opponent's at 13. Technically it's 17 if they want to attack, or 15 if they want to attack. Looks like they do want to attack. Alright, fair enough. What else you got? Doomscar. We do not want a Doomscar. Well, now if we can find a hasty thing, we can end the game. We could have ended the game already had I not played terribly earlier. Alright, come on, big money. We got 2 shots at it. Any 2 will work. And we have multiple Goldspan Dragons. We've got Reckless Stormseeker. We got Helana and Alana. We have so many things. Alright, fine. If you must, deck. Okay, might as well play 1. So if they have any type of discard effects, we at least protect one of them. And then if they Doomscar, then we just go ahead and play the other. And we'll just end the turn. It's about as good as we could have set up here with the opponent at 2. I mean, Meat Hook's kind of annoying, because I'll gain a bunch of life here. But we're still not out of it, even if they Meat Hook. Loth? Yeah, you're still only at 2 here, opponent. We've got 5 attackers. You're 3 blockers. Technically, a lot more than that. They do have 2 mana, though, so I can't undersell that. And they do get life off of Valentin blocking, so there are some things. Well, never mind. I was going to say there are some things, but maybe not. Actually, do I want to just play Chariot and then attack with more things? I guess either way it's the same thing, right? Yeah, okay. We'll just tap one of these. Alright, then we attack with all of it. And if you got a kill card, you got a kill card. Sure. Alright. We're going to attack for all of it. I mean, what else are we going to do, right? Really? I was like, you're at 2, opponent. Like, I don't know if you realize this. I mean, technically you're at 4, I guess. But, yeah. I mean, the math still works in our favor. Yep. Nope. I mean, you blocked the max you could. You're still going to take 4. Yep. There we go. I don't know, y'all. I just kind of want to sit here and smile after playing that deck. Like, it was fun. Never felt like we were too far behind. There was the one game, and I don't know if I got it on coverage or not, because I played quite a bit today. Won a lot in a row. I had one game where I purposely kept a bad draw against the Mill deck, and that was the only real concern I had. But, I mean, I was keeping a bad hand, so I kind of knew what happened there. But, yeah, the deck actually felt really good. And honestly, I might try to find room from a 4th Decisive Denial. Like, that might mean cutting one, I don't know, one Stormseeker or one Moonveil Regent. If you really had to, maybe one Halana and Elena. But man, Decisive Denial was so good every time. We used it to kill creatures to clear the way for a lethal attack turn. We used it to stop a Doomscar, I think, somewhere along the way. We countered a Planeswalker. We did all kinds of stuff with the card, right? It's just really, really good. So yeah, like that I think elevated this deck immensely. So yeah, give that card a look if you're not playing it. It's very good. This list is awesome. I had a good time with it. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Temur Ascendancy because it's exactly the type of card I'd want to play in this list. It's for 3 mana, it's an enchantment, it's Temur colors, a blue, a red, and green, but it gives every single creature you have haste, which is awesome. And every time you have a creature with power 4 or greater enter the battlefield, you get to draw a card. Like, that's great for this type of deck. I mean, we have dragons, we've got Wrenn and 7 tokens, you know, those could get us cards. So like, even just that little bit of value would be huge. But even, you know, imagine playing a Wrenn and 7, you get to make the 5/5 token, it's going to have haste, and I get a card to replace it. Like, yeah, sign me up for that. The best part is this is actually a reasonable card to play in Commander too. If you want to play decks that have some bigger creatures, you know, in mid-rangey deck or whatever, this actually fits perfectly into that. And they're not expensive, anywhere between like $150 to like $250, I think. These aren't very expensive cards, so if you're looking for something different, go check out Temur Ascendancies. They might be able to help your deck out. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So if you want to come by and check out any of those things and just come be part of the community, the Brood welcomes you. We are open to the public. Come by, say hello. Also, if you would be so kind, and if you'd like to support the channel, because many of you have asked, do I have a Patreon? No, but I do have memberships here on the YouTube channel that are just like a Patreon, but you get to do it here on YouTube. So if you check that out for as little as 99 cents, I do have some cool benefits to those. There are 3 levels, so check them out. But even if you can't afford to do that, the way you can help me out that's always free is remember to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, hit that notification bell, remember to choose all notifications because that matters a lot to make sure you get notified every time I have a video up. And most importantly, share this with your friends who may be interested or need help with decks or whatever, maybe should just know about my channel. That could help me a lot too. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.